If you're going to the Monster Truck Show this weekend at the Civic Center, chances are you're going to see our next guest there. He won't be behind the wheel of a monster truck, but he will be behind the lens of a camera. Matthew Ison is here to tell us what it takes to photograph these events. I imagine that it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
How did you even get started photographing monster truck shows?
I grew up watching them on TV as a kid and all that, and started going and helping out at the events. But whenever I started taking pictures, they asked me, well, hey, why don't you bring your camera along and start doing that? So.
And now there's a website that's specifically for those photographs.
I shoot for the monsterblog.com for the first quarter of the year when I'm traveling around with these guys.
That sounds like a really exciting and fun job to have.
It's pretty fun. I mean, when you do enough of them, it starts to be repetitive, but it's always fun to see your friends that you don't see. You know, maybe there's a couple people this weekend I see once a year.
So it's nice to be able to catch up with those folks too. We're seeing some of your pictures right now. I imagine when you go out, because everybody's got a digital camera now, when you go out to shoot these events, you shoot thousands and thousands of pictures and then go back in and edit it down and whittle it away. How do you know which one is the one?
It's just been training. I mean, last weekend I did a show and took close to 2,000 pictures and had to whittle it down to like 180 to put online. It's just what shows the most action, or if you post some teasers on Facebook, if people people like them, then you're like, well, I'll post some more kind of like that.
And you kind of take the temperature that way by using Facebook and seeing how people respond. But you don't just do monster trucks. You've expanded into just automotive.
Yes, I'll do hot rods, and I grew up around hot rods and power boats and stuff, so I'm always cars, and we do all kinds of stuff.
That sounds like a lot of these photographs would be perfect to buy to put in a man cave.
Yeah, that, and I do a lot of nature stuff too, so that's cool just for people that like, local themed houses and
a lot of those nature photographs, and we're getting a picture of some of those right now, just things around Southwest Louisiana. They've been featured in magazines and websites and all over. I've had a few online. I did got the cover for Exposure magazine last year for the local band Choke. There it is right there.
But it's pretty fun.
And speaking of bands, you do photograph musicians and concerts and things like that. Tell us what that's like.
It's about like the monster truck shows. I mean, it's action. It's a little hard to be able to sit and like relax and listen to the music because you're working. But I won a contest last year and got to shoot ZZ Top in the Woodland. So it was.
I bet that was an absolute blast.
It was awesome.
Did you get to meet the guys in ZZ Top?
No.
No, but you got the up close and personal
shots. Yeah, we were in the media pit.
A lot of fun, and we're seeing there it is right there. Congratulations for that. You also are available to do the more traditional types of work. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have a little shop at 3415 Rhine Street inside DSI Customs Tattoos. And you can come in and look at my portfolio. I'll do portraits, families, weddings, just anything. I mean, just because the first part of the year I go around with the monster trucks bashing all over the place, I do regular traditional photography as well.
All right. Well, if you want the chance to have Matthew come out and photograph your event, then you have that information right there on the screen to be able to contact him. Thanks so much for coming by and talking to us today.
Thank you.
Beautiful work. Up next, Ben Terry has our afternoon forecast. We're going to be right back.